Hi guys, welcome to AmeyawTV. My name is VJ Scaro, and I'm here with a beautiful Rashelle Blue.
Oh,
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing great as well. I must say you are looking like extremely gorgeous, like today. The first time seeing you, Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
All right. So we're gonna be talking more about your music because that's
Yeah.
like basically why she's here. So,
Yes.
the first question is, when did you start music?
Man, I started very, very early. Like, I started singing at like private weddings and kids' parties at 5.
Mm.
But then when it comes to studio work, I started around
Yeah.
14.
14. So at the age of 14, were you like recording songs already, or you were just still performing at parties?
I was recording.
Mm.
I started writing when I was about 12. So
Yeah.
when I was 14, I was starting to record my own stuff. Yeah.
All right. So you started in Ghana because I read something online that at the age of 16 you left to London. So how did you do that? Like,
So I was actually not born and raised in Ghana.
okay.
I was born and raised in Germany.
Yeah. Okay.
I moved to London at 16 from
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah.
And then at 19, I moved to New York. At 22, I moved back to London. So it's been like back and forth.
And you
It's
were
my
still
first
doing
time
music by
living
then.
here
You were still doing music while you were
the whole
moving.
time.
But at the time, what actually made you move to London? Because you were in Germany. Were you were doing music back then in Germany?
I was doing music, but of course, it was just the beginning stages.
Okay.
So, I mean, I was with a group at that
Yeah.
time, but I hadn't reached the level of, doing it on such a professional level
Yeah.
that I should not move away.
Mm.
And so, moving to London was for the sake of higher education.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the rest.
And you got signed on to Point Blank Music. How did you got into that label?
Yes, I worked with Point Blank Music for I think maybe 2.5 years.
Okay.
It was actually my then manager was someone that I was dating.
Yeah.
And he took me on board, said, he wanted to try and see if he could help me out with my music.
Yeah.
So that's how that came about.
So I want to ask that, how has it been? How has it been for you? Being living in London, moving to Ghana to do music. How has it been? How's the road been for you? Has it been tough?
It's not been easy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd not lived in Ghana previously.
Yeah.
It's my first time living here now. So I am still transitioning actually as
Yeah.
we speak. But what I can say is that being in the motherland is just amazing for me. I'm very happy to be here. I'm not planning to leave anytime soon.
Yeah.
And musically, I can say because I'm signed to a label now, I mean, being back in Europe, I was independent. Coming to Ghana and being signed, you have that guidance. And so I would definitely pick this.
How did you got onto KOS record label that's highly spiritual music? Because you're the
Yeah.
only female artist on the label now.
I'm the first
The
female
first female artist on the label
Yes,
now.
yes.
So how did you get on board? Because I know the likes of Yalbeck and Mr. Drew, they were in the competition. That's
MT
MT and
and
Hitmaker
Hitmaker,
was
yeah.
after there they got on. So how did you get on?
For me, I was independently on a project last year in Ghana
Okay.
before I was signed. And around December, my manager took me to Kewa's house.
Okay.
And I was asked to play some of my older songs, which I did, and I sang. And like a few days after doing that, I was signing a contract.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many years contract? Oh, you don't want to disclose that?
those type of things like can't really disclose. But what I can say is that I will be with Kewa for quite some time.
Is the contract flexible? Like you are you cool with
terms
it?
of-
The contract.
I'm very cool with it.
Cool.
Being with someone like Kewa, for me, I couldn't have asked for a better label to be with right now because Kewa stands for so much more, his morals and standards and everything. And then, of course, when it comes to the music, the quality. So, yeah.
All right. So under highly spiritual music, how many records are you out with like already?
I only have my debut out right now.
Okay.
My song is called My Thing.
My Thing.
Yes, it was produced by Sam Snay, who is a producer under the label as
Okay.
well. And then it was written by King Maga, one of my fellow mates. He's actually set to release his single very soon.
So
Super
My Thing
talented.
is out on all platforms. People can
On
get to
all platforms.
and listen and stream.
Boomplay, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, everything.
Is there a visual for that?
Yes, there's a video out, so you just have to search Rashelle Blue, My Thing on YouTube, and there you go.
So what other things are you working on? Because I know My Thing is not just the last thing from Rashelle Blue in the year 2018. Although we are just about to we are almost at the end of the year, and
Yes,
do you
yes.
still have a couple of songs that you are yet to put out there?
We have a lot of songs. Like the archives are packed. Whenever the next release will be, I can't give you a set date right now, but we will be dropping something soon. We also have a few collaborations that are coming up very
And you're
soon.
going to be telling us more about that.
Yeah,
Who should we
sure.
be looking forward to seeing?
Well, when it comes to collaborations with just me, I did record a song with Samini,
Okay.
which is potentially the next release. It's a very, very good song.
Okay.
And then the whole label too, the Highly Spiritual Boys and
Yeah.
myself, we've also have a collaboration with Kwame Eugene that's coming soon.
But talking about collaborations, I know Ghanaian artists sometimes they love to feature Nigerian artists, and
Yeah.
So, do you have any particular Nigerian artists that you would love to work with?
A lot.
So, mention 5.
5, okay.
Yeah.
So I would say let's start with Wizkid. Gotta start with
Star
Wizkid.
Boy.
Yes. Tiwa Savage for sure.
Number 1, African bad girl.
Thank you, thank you. She just got a award.
The award at MTV, yeah,
amazing.
best African artist.
Exactly. Yemi Alade.
I'm African.
I would like to do something with Banky Wellington.
It's incredible.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And Davido wouldn't be bad either. Like that.
All the
would be
top
one.
stars, man.
Yeah, I'm aiming high.
Yes. So you said music is business. It's business. She said
Yes.
that, right?
Of course.
Yeah. You said music is business,
Yes.
and in the Ghanaian music industry, a lot of musicians are not really making much money as compared to Nigeria and other parts of Africa. So how do you think, or what do you think the artists or the investors needs to do for Ghanaian music industry to be able to rub shoulders with the likes of Nigerian music industry?
I mean, there's a lot that we still have to learn. I think that we have a long way to go. We are trying.
Yeah.
But I think that perhaps going by paperwork a bit more and doing it the legal way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Ghana's doing it the illegal way, but everything has to be somehow on paper. Like that's how it is where I come from.
Yeah.
And I think that when we have that structure in place, then artists will get the pay that they deserve to get and all of that, because it's pretty much something that I think we sometimes play by ear in the Ghana industry. And so in that sense, I think that maybe we still have a bit of a way to go.
Let's talk about performances. I know you might have performed at various venues, and I want to ask which is your favorite? Like, which is your favorite platform that you performed and you're like, man, I love this and I wish I could do it over and over again?
Well, I feel like I haven't performed enough to say that, but I did grace the stage of Ghana Music Awards UK, Ghana Meets Niger, London edition. When I came to Ghana last year, I performed for the Pen and Paper event of Kojiku and Glow Shaker. And to be honest, all of those platforms so far, they were amazing. The crowds were very positive. So I can't really pinpoint, but like those were some of my top.
Okay, but which platform are you looking forward to mounting soon?
I would really love to do the Ghana Music Awards here, the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards,
So fingers crossed for that, and we're just wishing you the best, and we hope that you mount it like next year.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so how do people get to reach you? Like if they want to, like on social media, how do they get to find you?
Yeah, so for Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, it's at Rashelle Blue, and I'm going to spell that RASHELLEBLUE. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Rashelle Blue.
All right, so that's how you have it. And that's a wrap for the one-on-one interview with the beautiful Rashelle Blue. But don't forget to follow our Instagram at AmeyawTV, our YouTube channel at AmeyawTV Official for more about us and entertainment.